All right, throughout life, we are all going to experience problems. Small ones, big ones, seemingly impossible to solve problems. But the reality of it is the people who can solve problems generally do better in life. So how can we solve more problems for ourselves? Now, sometimes you need help solving these problems. And that's why we have specialists. That's why we have people who do jobs that solve problems for people. However, if you can get really good at identifying the source of your problem using a simple process of deduction, then you can actually help yourself and make the process easier. Now, sometimes with problems that are highly complex, for example, brain fog, like we've been talking about all week, you may find that it's actually something that's quite complex and the answer isn't so clear cut. Many things in life will not be black and white. They'll sit in this gray area where there's many, many moving parts and many variables going on. Because, of course, anything to do with human physiology is quite complex. But what you can do to help yourself is to go through a process of deduction and figure out what it's not. So if we're looking at brain fog, we're going to say, right, well, is it a hydration issue? No. Are you hydrated? Is it a blood sugar issue? Have you eaten? No. Is it a sleep issue? Are you sleeping well? Yes or no? So we can figure out what all the potential variables are and then tick off the ones that we know that it's not using a simple process of deduction in order to leave us with a handful of things that it could potentially be. Because it's a lot easier to solve a problem when you're only looking at a handful of variables versus a million different ones. So if you can get really good at identifying the source through a process of deduction and making your life a little bit simpler, you're going to solve problems better. You're going to solve them more efficiently. And sometimes it can be something really simple that you've just missed. Did you drink enough water today? No, I only had 2 cups of coffee. Well, there you go. That's possibly one of the reasons why you're suffering from brain fog. If we can look at the simplest variables first, check them off, then go into the complex ones. That's what it's all about. It's all about solving problems. So the question here is, how can you solve your own problems a little bit more effectively using a simple process of deduction?